يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. Introducing the course, inshallah, the course will include a study of Arabic, that is Quranic Arabic, the Sunnah of the Honorable Prophet, peace and blessings be on him, and a look into some shared views and some incompatible views for the Bible and Quranic adherents or followers or believers. First, we'd like to have brief comment on the language itself, the Arabic language. This language belongs to the Semitic groups, sometimes called family. In this book that we'll be using for our Quranic Arabic study, the author says in our time most of the Semitic languages have disappeared. In addition to Arabic, the only living Semitic languages are modern Hebrew, Amharic, that's A-M-H-E-R-I-C, Amharic, and a dialect of Aramaic. As for Arabic, it remains not only a fully alive language, but also enjoys a unique importance. As for the history of the language, its history or its date of birth or origin is not recorded. Therefore, its beginnings are said to be back in antiquity. On the uniqueness of the language, it is said that this language preserved and retained its originality. That is, the originality of its grammar, its syntax, and also its vocabulary. While doing some research at home some years ago, before I became the leader of this community, I read in the Encyclopedia Britannica that Arabic was the only language of the Semitic group that had retained its original meanings. That all the other languages, the words had undergone change with time, and they had got away from the original meaning of their original meaning, the original meaning of those words. So this is what's referred to in the mentioning of the vocabulary retaining its original form or its original meaning. This uniqueness makes Arabic the archetype for all the other languages in the Semitic group. Now, the author, Dr. Nedvi, has pointed this out and has also said that the students of the other languages, of Semitic languages that is, they rely on Arabic when they are studying the meaning and the development in those other languages. Now let's have a few comments on the course itself. The author of this book that we'll be using for Arabic, not only in this class, but for the Friday and Saturday classes as well. The author of the book is Dr. Abdullah Abbas Nedvi. Dr. Nedvi utilizes a method pioneered in 1942 by Professor Abdul Salam Kidwai, that's Kidwai, of India. The method aims at easing the difficulty for the student and shortening the time required for learning the language. The book is titled, Learn the Language of the Holy Qur'an. It stresses the role of grammar and refers the student to the Qur'an as the pure text and most authoritative reference for anyone desiring knowledge of this language. As for a brief comment on my method, on my technique. I rely on the student's untapped potential. To give you some idea of the worth of this technique or principle or philosophy, whatever we might call it, I point to the learning ability of toddlers. Their lessons, that is, in language, their lessons take the form of showers and rainstorms. The child who's coming up from infancy, they hear the language all about them. And it's coming slowly at times. Sometimes there's great periods between the hearing, the flow of the language from someone's mouth. So there's great periods of no rain, no shower. And then sometimes it comes as a storm. And everybody's talking and the child is there exposed to all this. And in that situation, the child learns to speak, the toddler learns to speak. They are exposed to more language in terms of output than they can give examining attention to. They have no time to examine what we're saying. They can't examine everything we're saying. The words are just coming, and they're hearing them. and they're responding to them. As with Dr. Nedwi and Professor Abdul Salam Tidway, I owe my inventiveness and my faith in the student perhaps mostly to my teacher, professor, primary teacher that is, Dr. Jamil Diab. This professor was secured for our school in Chicago around 1952 or 53, somewhere about there. And he was with us for several years as the Arabic teacher for the University of Islam, its elementary and high school. I am one of many students that he had. My brother Akbar, who went on to study in Azhar at Egypt, was perhaps his best student, especially in overall ability with the language, Akbar Muhammad. And Akbar now speaks Arabic fluently, and Arabs praise him. I mean scholars in Arabic. They praise him, and they say that even among the scholars of Arabic, he rates very high. So he is so-called Negro, American, Black, African American, just like you and me. So don't fear the language. Daniel Kareem, Imam Daniel Kareem, some of you might know about him, of Chicago. He's also a student of Dr. Jamil Diab. And he was outstanding for his pronunciation, beauty of voice, chanting the Qur'an, etc. He had many other students that I won't name who were along with us in that time, around the same age. And this professor is still teaching Arabic and Islam. Dr. Jamil Diab lives in Arizona. He heads a Masjid there. He's Palestinian. He identifies with our community. He told me that we are one community. He has helped the Phoenix community there secure a masjid with funding from overseas. They built it from the ground. They themselves did most of the work. They laid the foundation. They did most of the work themselves. It looked as good as anything I've ever seen of that for that size. They're working very close together. That is Dr. Jamil Diab's masjid in Tempe, I think it is, Arizona, and our masjid in Phoenix. And he told me, he said, the same method I use with you all, I still use it. He said, and I have improved it a bit since then. And I told him of my method, and he was so impressed, you know. And I was really coming to him because I was putting together a reader, an Arabic reader, for 3rd through 5th grade. I long ago thought that we should concentrate more on grammar. We didn't do that, and we didn't get that kind of attention when I was a student. Jamil Diab gave us more grammar than anybody else that I ever met since. The rest of the teachers that I met, they didn't give us any grammar at all. They just taught the language without teaching grammar, which is a big mistake, I think. So I had come across a book that was a gift, really. It was funded by Libya, printed in some other country, maybe Egypt, I don't know, I'm not sure. And it was a gift to certain Muslim communities. So we got some of them. And I understand that they have some in some other cities. Our Masjids have some of those books. So I was looking at it, and I was really happy to see that now they are teaching grammar even to the elementary students. We had textbooks. Dr. Jamil Diab had old textbooks, the same that they used for children in Muslim countries, but they didn't give any grammar, no grammar at all. But now they do have these books for children, little children, with instructions in the Arabic grammar. If we can understand the little child being exposed to so much language, and understand that that child is learning a foreign language. You know, every child has to learn a foreign language. That child never knew that language before, never heard a word of it before. So when you were a baby, you learned a foreign language. You learned to speak English. And for you, that was a foreign language. You had never heard of it, never heard a word of it before. So you've already learned a foreign language. And you got started when you were just a baby. And you did better as a baby than most people do as grown-ups. Right? Yes. And I think that's because of the method. The method is wrong. So we are depending on Dr. Jamil Diab's method, and that is believe in the student's ability. That the student can come to many conclusions without you coming to those conclusions. And my method is give him much more, expose him to much more than what he can give attention to. Expose him to much more than he can give attention to. Because same thing, the same potential that worked for that infant is still with us. We haven't lost it. We haven't lost it. Okay, and I have been doing this now for several months. The first class was in Oakland. That is the first class, the first effort to with this book. That's this book here, Learn the Language of Qur'an. Then I had a good opportunity in Southwest region with Imam Ahmed. I was down there with him, with the Imams, and we had about 9 days, that's all. About 9 days together. It was during the month of Ramadan, last Ramadan. And we worked together for about 8 or 9 days. And it was amazing the progress that they made in those few days. They had an advantage over us because we stayed together. We shared the camp, little camp-like facility there, and we stayed together. So they had an advantage over us. But I think we can accomplish a lot within these 2 hours or so for the 2 days that we'll be meeting. And you who want to go even the 4 days and be with us Friday and Saturday, that'll be all the much the better. And in Chicago, I have been teaching class there. In fact, in Chicago, we have completed the book for the first. I have 4 different approaches to the study of this book. And we have completed the first approach to the study of this book. We have completed it. Last week, we completed it, so I could come here. So we finished the whole book. And we have 3 more times with them before they complete the book. The course is the book. And before they complete the course, we have 3 more approaches to the study of this book. So we were going to be moving, and you're going to be saying, oh, he's going too fast. I can't catch this. I can't learn anything like that. But don't forget the technique, and trust the technique. Now, let's see. We want to, most of you perhaps don't have the book. We have some of these. We share them with the messages in the community. Wasn't too many though. So we sent some to all the resident imams, and they were to share them if they could afford to with the school, the principal of the school, imams, people in dawah, and if they wanted to, they could share them with anybody in the membership. So I don't know if they had enough. It wasn't that many, but we do have a few books here. You have this book. Raise your hand. Learn the Qur'an. And yes, okay, by Dr. Nedby. All right. Now you who don't have the book, what we hope to do next class, is Xerox the important assignments in the book. The translation from Arabic into English. That's what we are concentrating on. And in fact, I don't want to cover everything we're concentrating on in this first approach, all right? So I won't waste time doing that. But translation from Arabic into English is one of the objects of this first part of the course. And vocabulary is the object. To increase our vocabulary, that's an object in the first part of this course also. It should be remembered that we are studying the Arabic language in hopes of learning how to read Qur'an, recite Qur'an, and better understand Qur'an. The book will definitely help anybody to learn the language itself, you know. Anyone who follow us or stick with us, complete the course, they will be advanced in the language. And most likely more advanced than you will be if you went to any other school, except maybe further school of language. That costs a lot of money, doesn't it? That's what I was told. Yeah, I was thinking myself, I know they told me it cost a lot of money. I forgot about it. I said, well, I'm doing all right. Let's see now. We'll start on, let's start with page 15 of this book. And you who don't have it, don't worry. We just want to go straight through it. Vowels. Vowels. Now, who is pretty good with the language? I think Imam. Aren't you pretty good?
Coming along.
All right. Could you assist me?
Yes, sir.
If I tell you to write something on the board, can you help me?
Yes, I could.
All right. Okay.
There's another man that's
Who?
better than I am.
Where?
It's another man.
Can you come and assist me? All right. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
If you sit maybe there, so you go to the board quick, you know, when we want something. All right. So I'll read, and he will help me on the board, so we can cover more. Vowels. Now we want to get in the habit of pronouncing the name of the language, although it's nice and okay to say Arabic in the English language. But we want to get in the habit of saying Arabiya. 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 Okay. Arabiya has 4 short vowels. Fatha, Kasra, Dhamma, Sukun. Fatha is indicated by a sharp dash above the line. So when you make a line for me, just a line, not an alphabet, just a line, and put a sharp dash above it. That's Fatha. Can you put it a little closer as though the letters were right on the... Imagine the letter is right, the line is the letter. Okay. Now the Kasra, just a short line. Just a short line, very short line. A short line about 2 or 3 inches and then a Fatha over it. No, that long line, we don't want. The eraser here.
This one?
This eraser. Yes. Yes, sir. Just give me a short line about 2 or 3 inches long. Yeah, like that. And now put me a Fatha on it. Fatha. Right, okay, that's Fatha. It always go above the line. The next vowel that he mentioned here is Kasra. It goes below the line, always below the line. And the next vowel he mentioned here is Dhamma, always above the line, Dhamma. The next indicator he mentioned is sukun. Always above the line. Sukun. All right, thank you very much. Now, whenever you see fatha, that dash, short dash above the line, just let that letter be followed by an A. Now, with the letter, without any voweling, let's see if we can understand our own terminology here. This is our own invented terminology. The letter without a voweling, I call it the soul. The letter in its soul state. It has nothing but its soul. All right? And when we put a vowel there, then it starts taking on little flesh. Right? So fatha is an indication that it has a little flesh. Before it takes fatha, it just has soul, you see. And then kasra is taking on more. Kasra indicates that it's followed by short I or E, short E sound like it, it. Fatha is at, and kasra is it, it. Short E, it, yeah. Dhamma is short U, oo. So if that line there was a letter, see, that's the soul of the letter, then that fatha would make it cause it to be pronounced da. And the second one with kasra, the dash under it, the letter would be pronounced bi. And the third one, dhamma, the letter, the one with the dhamma, look like a, for the apostrophe, a comma or something, it would be pronounced with a short oo, book, book. And the last one with sukoon over it would be the soul. Just the soul. But if see the oo there above the line, see the oo above the line. Say if that was with a oo, it would be boo. And say the next one was with that line on it, with that circle over it, sukoon. Then that would be pronounced, the two would be pronounced together, boop, 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 boop. See? Boop. All right? Okay. So much for the voweling. Let's, that is the short voweling. Let's look at now what they call the long diphthongs, long voweling. And they are alif, made by alif, the letter A, called alif. Don't get hung up on the pronunciation of the letter, because the pronunciation changes, changes, depending on how it is used, how it is situated in the word or in a sentence, you see. So don't worry about that. All we want to know is A. It's the equivalent to A, like, you see. So the long vowel of the A, can you put A? Yeah, like that. Okay. A, and oo, can you put the vowel, the letter vowel? Oo, yeah, put sukoon on it. And the Y, the last letter in the alphabet, Y. And put sukoon on it. Okay. Can you put me a medda, a long indicating on alif, indicating long pronunciation? Yes. Okay. So now we have a, oo, e, a, oo, e. They are long. A, oo, e. And in the first example, we have short vowels. A, I, oo. And dhamma would silence the vowel. A, I, oo. It would remove that. They wouldn't be there. So then you have the long vowels. A, oo, e. All right. So now let us go to the next page here. And we want to just pronounce some letters. You don't have to see them. We just pronounce. That. Feet. You hear me and try to be as exact as in your copying what I'm saying as you possibly can. Two. J. G. Ju. Da. Di. Du. Ra. Ri. Ru. Sh. Shu. Ahi. Ab. Abi. Ard. Ardi. Ida. Ila. Ilahun. Ummi. Ukhti. Usra. Usrati. Ibda. Ibla'u. Ihda'u. Bada'a. Babu. Babun. Kataba. Bi. Abi. Bi. Abi. Kitab. Kitabun. Kitabi. Bismi. Bu. Abuki. Abuka. Bushra. Katabu. Arkab. Iktu. Idhab. Ta. Taraka. Taiba. Taibun. Nabata. Ti. Beiti. Ti. Beiti. Bint. Bintun. Binti. Timsahu. Timsah. Tu. Akaltu. Fahamtu. Tu. Tufahu. Tufahun. ذهبت. ذهبت. قالت. رجع. Now let's look at Hamza. Hamza cuts. Hamza does that. It cuts off the breath. So if we can put that, maybe you should erase those now and put ba. Yes. Yes. Ba. Now put Hamza. Yeah, on the side or up on the top. Either. Okay. Put the sukoon on Hamza. Now, look, that was bad, wasn't it? Yeah. That was bad. Now it's bat. Like I choked it, I cut it off. Bat. Now when you put lu, lam, wow, lu, and sukoon on the oo. And again, lu, make it lulu. Lulu. Now you put Hamza on the vowels. Now it's now. At first it was Lulu, Lulu. Now it's look, 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 look. It was Lulu. Now it's look, look. So you see what the Hamza does? That's the function of Hamza. It cuts the breath and shortens the sound right abruptly. All right, can you erase it for me now? Now there are types of Hamza. The type of Hamza I just showed you is the type that is used to cut the word. And that's the true meaning of Hamza. Because here now they have Hamza here, and Ya'lam, Ya'lam means to make known. Ya'lam. Can you put alif, Hamza, Kasra, Ain? No, you had that right. That was right. Lam. Yeah, and sukoon on Ain. Sukoon on the Ain. Okay, that's I'lam. That's I'lam. See? I'lam. 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 Now, for some of you, maybe it sounds like it's cutting, right? It sounds like it's choking. Okay? That's because of the Ain. It's not because of Hamza. So now put ibda. 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 Not the hand, yeah, fatha, no hamza.
No Hamza?
No, take the hamza off the alif, right, but put it on that, yeah, put the dot on, get the dot, all right, that's ibda, and hamza is okay, but I don't want to put the hamza there, I don't want the hamza there. I don't. You were right in putting Hamza, but don't put it there. I don't want it. I want you to know you were right in putting it there, but I don't want it there. Okay. See, if that, put the fat on if that, okay. If that, see. If that. Right. So, yeah. If that. So you see, Hamza is not cutting anything there. If that, because it could be this. If that, and it sounds no different, right? I mean the bad, the big. If that. See, and there's no Hamza here. There's Hamza there. If that. So this is an example of Hamza in a different way. So can you erase it now? And Hamza usually goes on the alif, most of the time on alif. Even when it's not there, most likely Hamza is there, unless there's some other indication, madda or something else. So now, let's see. Now let's look at Hamza when it stands as a letter. Hamza when it stands as a letter. Now we can do what you started to do. Let's take hawa, un. Put hawa un. Okay, hawa un is air, means air. See, don't worry about that. Hawa un means air. So we see hawa. That's hawa, and you pronounce Hamza, and it looks like it's separate from alif, un. Hawa, un. And put ja'a, came, ja'a. See? Ja'a. See? So we have ja'a. Ja, and then we have like another letter. See? Ja. So we have Hamza standing as another letter. هواء جاء. Okay, now let's look at the fourth one here. You put he says the fourth one, but I don't see how this is any different from that. But we'll take it anyway. Qara'a. Qara'a. It's the same, it's no different. Qara'a. It's the same as the one we gave before, it with Hamza on Alif. See? That's just Hamza on Alif. And Alif is pronounced A. Qara'a. See? Qara'a. And he gives another example here, batu'a. And here, it does something. It is different here. So this one is a good example. So can you give batu, ta, batu, and wow, batu, wow, and a, right. Now see, that's, put the dhamma on top, batu. So that's batu'a. And that letter is not it's what. It's what. It's what, you see. But now it has been changed to a. Batu'a. Now alif, put the Quri'a, not added yet at the end. Ri. No, it's the other ku. Qa. Quri. And not that added yet. Okay, yeah. Now, see, that's Quri'a. Now that letter out there is yet. That letter is yet. That letter is E, yet. But look how we pronounce it. Quri'a. So that's examples of Hamza. So now we can erase that, all of that. Now, if you will put the al-bari'u, the attribute of Allah, al-bari'u, and it's yeah, not u, al-bari'u, ri, yeah, when it stands alone, and Hamza, Hamza. No, just one yeah. One yeah, Hamza. He knows what to do, he's under a little pressure.
Very.
Yeah, take one yeah, make one yeah. Take that off. Yeah. And put Hamza on yeah. And put the Dhamma on Hamza. That's it. Yeah. Al-Bari'u. Now you see the yeah? The ya has been changed by Hamza to u. See? All right, so we can erase that now. And we're going to come now to exercise. This is exercise for that little drop part there. So we want to put Hamza Fatha. Alif, Hamza, Fatha. Okay, we pronounce that pat. Now put Alif, Hamza, Kasra. And we pronounce it it. Alif, Hamza, Dhamma. Alif, Hamza, Dhamma. And we pronounce it oo. Alright. Now put the ba. And I want the Tanwin Fatha. Bam, ban, ban. Tanwin Fatha, ban. Tanwin Fatha. No, Tanwin. Tanwin means, yeah, it means doubling up on the short vowel. Yeah, that's it. Ban. Okay, ban. So that's ban. You see? There's no N there. No N there. But the Tanwin gives it pronunciation. N. Tanwin means given the N pronunciation. See? So that's ban. Now give me babin. Babin. Tanwin Kasra. Very good. Babin. Tanwin Kasra. So now we are working with Fatha as Tanwin. Fatha as Tanwin. And Tanwin means give it N sound. Fatha as Tanwin. So we have ban, we have babin. Ban for Fatha Tanwin, and bin for Kasra Tanwin. Bin, see? Babin. Now give me babun. And you can make it as you make it. It's nice. I like that. That's the way I do it. Okay. Because that's the way you're going to see it in Qur'an most of the time. Okay. Babun. Babun. So that's Tanwin Dhamma. And you can see from ban that Tanwin Fatha means two Fatha, one parallel, right? Yes. And Tanwin Kasra means two Kasra parallel. Short dash is parallel. Now there you can't hardly see what that means, so write it the other way now for them. Take that away and show them. No. Yeah. See now you see two dhammas, right? Two dhamma. And that's babun. Babun. Now if you would take the eraser and take that off and put it the way you wrote it before, and it's still babun, that way he writes it now, it indicates two dhamma. See? No, not that.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir. Now, it indicates two dhammas. Babun. 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 Not baboon, babun. Babun. Okay. Now, just repeat after me. Ba. Ban. Big. Ben. Boo. Book. Bun. Bab. Ban. Bab. Ban. Babin. Babun. Jab. Jan. Jin. Jun. Zujajan. Zujajun. Yes, that's glass. There's different ways you can pronounce it. Different ways it is pronounced, depending on how it's written in this, how it is found in the environment, in the word environment. The structure of the sentence. Now let's come to Shadda. And if you would give me another short line indicating where the letter would be, and put me Shadda over it. Now, when you see that, it's good it's written like that for us English people, because we can take advantage of that. It looks like a W. Now that will help you remember that it means double the letter. See? It looks like a W, and it means double the letter. So if that letter was and it was there, so it means two of them. See? So can you put me now, give me the word and just write Rab. Okay, now we want to make, I said Rab. Now make it Rab Bun. Rab Bun. See two. See? Two. Rab Bun. Yeah, now make it Rab Bat. Rab Bat. Take that off. No, just take this out. Rab Bat. See? Rab Bat. Now make it Rabbit.
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 See? Rabbit. See?
Rabbit.
Now make it Rabbu.
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 Right, good. Now make it Rabbu.
Rabbu.
Rabbu. Yeah, it won't be large anymore, but make it Rabbu. Rabbu. Yeah. Now make it Rabba. Rabba. Yes, sir. Rabba. Now make it Rabbi. 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 All right. Now, take it away now. We see Shadda, how Shadda works, right?
Yes,
Shadda means double the letter. So we're going to do some pronouncing now. Rabbaka.
Rabbaka.
Rabbi.
Rabbi.
Rabbuhu.
Rabbuhu.
Allama.
Allama.
Muallimu.
Muallimu.
Yakullu.
Yakullu.
Innahu.
Innahu.
Inni.
Inni.
Now let's look at the medda. Give me a medda on it. Yes, a medda. That's right. All right. Okay. So that's medda, and it indicates a prolonging of the pronunciation. So we want to write now Qur'an, 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 Qur'an. Yes, now that's Qur'an. Can you make it now for me? Qur'anun, Qur'anun. That's Qur'anun, Qur'anun. Now, yes, we are taking the best of all the Arabic, the best Arabic, best Quranic Arabic, Fusha, the best. So we say Qur'anun, but we know that we can say Qur'an. We can say Qur'an. So now we're going to get ready for Maghrib. We'll have Maghrib and return.
Go back. Back with you.